Hello guys, welcome back to another video with me. Today I'm going to be reviewing Home is Where the Bodies Are by Jeneva Rose. Now I'm also going to talk to you about a new challenge that I am involving myself in. And I have previously mentioned it, I think, in my Monday short. But I'm going to talk to you about some of the new challenges that I'm going to be doing and what this is. Talk more about the book. So first of all, let's talk about the book. I've got my new book review book that I have used for this one because I couldn't help myself. I wanted to use it. So I have written my review in the book, but first I've got a bookshelf that I've started colouring in. I've got Good Spirits and I've got Home is Where the Bodies Are. I couldn't fit it in the actual book, so it's like, yes. But it's got challenges in it and things like that. So I've got book bingo, the colour challenge that I'm hopefully going to take part in at some point. But yes. So I rated this book 4 stars out of 5. And now let me find the review. Now the reason why I did that was because it wasn't my favourite book in terms of it was a 5-star shocked completely to the core. It wasn't as good as a few of the Frida McFaddens I've read, but it was so thrilling and very entertaining. There were a few factors that I thought could have been improved on, like some of the characters, but besides from that, I really enjoyed it. So the length of this is 246 pages. It's written by Jeneva Rose. It's a thriller and it was published in 2024. That is what this side looks like. And the back, I like the design being a VHS tape. When you do read the book, you will understand what the VHS tapes mean because there are some featured in the book. It is a fiction. It's a paperback. I finished it on the 23rd of January and I would recommend to people. So the first question that the book review book gives to me is, what does this story invoke within me? And I said that there was an excitement I had when reading the book, as I was unsure where the direction of the book was headed. I liked how the story switched point of views throughout the story to give the reader a closer look into the characters and different events that were going on throughout the book. So I'm just going to show you what the page looks like. So the ending was the most memorable part for me because that was when we found out who the killer was and what kind of things they were doing and how the mystery unravels. That's probably my favourite part of mysteries and thrillers is always the ending, because I like finding out how the killer, if you guessed who the killer was or if you didn't, how they did it, and like it takes you through the whole process, and I like that a lot. But yes, so this is going to be part of the Disney Reading Challenge. So I will talk more about that in a sec. But in this book, it's got like a little thing down the side like that gives you a scale of 1 to 5, and it's characters, plot, writing style, world building, pacing, structure, resolution, and the overall rating. And then it's got a one word summary at the bottom. So for characters, I rated a 3.5 out of 5. Some of the characters, like Beth, were really annoying. My favourite character was Nicole because I enjoyed her character and how her character developed throughout the story and how this event changed her life for the good, kind of. And I was not expecting the killer to be who the killer was. I had suspected it was a different character, but obviously I was wrong, and I was happy that it wasn't the character I guessed because they seemed like a nice guy. They obviously had no motive to do what they did. So that both the killer and the person who I thought it would be, they had no motive at all, but as you do. So the plot was a 3 out of 5 because it could have been better. Writing style was a 5 out of 5. I understood everything I was reading, and all of the words and things made sense. World building was 5. I liked the progression of the world and the town and everything. Pacing was 4. It was quite small. It was a quite small book, so it was quite fast paced, but it ramped up the tension. Structure was 3.5, resolution was 3.5, and my overall rating was a 4. So yes, let's read the blurb before I talk to you about why I've included this into the Disney Reading Challenge and what that's about. So, it's got a T rating for thrilling. So it says, Beth's life hasn't worked out the way she planned. After her father walked out on their family, there was simply a note saying, "I'm sorry." She became obsessed with finding him. An obsession that destroyed her relationship with her husband and her daughter. She just has her dying mother left. Beth taking care of her as best as she can until she breathes shocking words. Your father, he didn't disappear. Don't trust. Still processing these words, Beth received a surprise call from... here we go. Still processing these words, Beth receives a surprise call to say her sister has been rushed to hospital. Soon after, she finds both estranged sister and brother returning to the family home. She makes sure to lock her bedroom door at night. Her sister can't be trusted. Desperate to revisit happier memories, the siblings find themselves watching home videos of their childhood. It feels like a good idea, till the footage shows them their father covered in blood, their mother's voice panicked, and the dead girl's body. They'd love to believe it's fake, but they know the girl in the video. Losing their mother is already hard enough, but will Beth and her siblings survive the truth of what really happened to that little girl? That was a bit of a mouthful, that was, but we got there in the end. I was appealed to this book through the cover, not through the blurb. I didn't really read the blurb. I just saw the T for thrilling and the cover, and I got the book because I like thrillers and I'm trying to explore the genre a bit more. So the Disney Reading Challenge, let me give you a little quick rundown of what that is. I have written the notes down in my notebook because I saw it online, and yes. So it runs all year, January 1st to December 31st of 2026. I saw this posted on Instagram, and so I thought that I would take part in it myself. So this challenge was created, I think, specifically. The people tagged in this post, I've just included them all down here because I don't actually know who created this challenge specifically. So I'm just going to read out the tags from Instagram because... I'm going to show you the tags from the Instagram, so then if you're interested, you can follow them or have a look yourself, or just type in Disney Reading Challenge. But these are the tags. I don't know if you can read my writing. If you can't, I'll put them in the comments if anybody wants them. So you can use a different book for each prompt. You can complete in any order, and it's split into, I think there's about 48 different challenges or different sectors that you can do within this. So there's 4 categories: princesses, heroes, furry friends, sassy sidekicks, Pixar pals, Disney destinations, magical objects, villains, the Sensational 6, and Disney songs. This thriller, in my head, is going to be included in the heroes, with the character Judy Hopps, and the prompt is a book with a mystery to solve. So this will be Judy's challenge, or Judy's thing, book with a mystery to solve. This is a thriller and there was a mystery to solve. So I think if you get the gist, I can create a video going through this in more detail and I'll post it. But I'm going to create a playlist about the Disney Reading Challenge and include all of the ones that I do throughout the year in that, and include the character and what the theme is. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you so choose. If not, that's okay too. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.